So this is just gonna be a rundown of Decadence. I want to get a scent breakdown, and it's gonna just really just be a collector's contextualization of the product by the house itself. I just want to start with the scent profile, kind of, and just kind of break it down if it's worth the price, and I 100% think it is. I think it's probably my favorite scent by Boadicea. You really just get this warmth immediately the minute you smell it. I mean, it has this like subtle sweetness and this refined darkness at the same time, and really there's no sharp citrus blast. There's no aggressive spice attack like there is with Elaborate, for instance, or even Opulence can kind of fall in that range, I feel like, where that has that more of that spice attack. But it feels controlled from the first spray. So that the dry down, that's where Decadence earned its name. It's you have this creamy, warm, slightly sensual, but it's never vulgar in any way. Scent that I think a lot of people are gonna love. And it smells expensive in a way that's hard to explain unless you're really a high-end collector, because the longevity here is there. It's going to last you hours. This is not for someone who just owns Blue Sapphire, because the whole point of like Decadence existing even at all is because not every bottle can be a declaration by Boadicea as a house. If every bottle projects authority, none of them do. So Decadence really introduces that negative space into that lineup, and it's something really only a mature house and a mature collector can justify. So I'm gonna compare it, and you don't have to watch. That's the main gist of this video. Do I think it's worth the money? Yes, 100%. I want to compare it now quickly to Blue Sapphire. This is Blue Sapphire Supercharged, so I think it's a better example, and I think that really emphasizes performative dominance, and it's intentionally excessive. Decadence is not like that, which is awesome. It really opens up after your status has already been established. So, like, if you're going into a room, you sit down, they're gonna smell on you after. When you walk in the room with Blue Sapphire Supercharged, 100% gonna do it. You're gonna stand out immediately. So, Decadence is that. Decadence sits in the background. It's a very nice scent. So I want to compare it also to Opulence because I made a video on that, and I want to compare the two. Decadence outperforms Opulence in my opinion, but it depends what you're going for. If you're going for Opulence for that spice attack, and you're going for it for that, that room hitter, you're gonna get that with this. With Decadence, you will not. Decadence is for personal indulgence, and you wear despite the room. So Opulence, really, in my opinion, is definitely, because I have it on this wrist though, it's still worth the money. But Decadence, I feel like definitely outperforms it if you had to pick between the two. I think even Resplendent out of those three, I think Decadence is probably the best. So get it while you can, I would say. So another one is Noble. This one's kind of fun to relate it to, I think. I think this one creates communicates lineage. It's numbered. It's exclusive in the United States. It's intentional. It's very intentional. Decadence doesn't care about lineage. That's what's awesome about it. It's self-authored, and really you're gonna like, it's wealth that's detached from symbolism. Is the best way I can put it. So for collectors, that distinction matters, and I think that's important for the people watching this. Now the last one I want to do is Angelic, and I would even throw Nebulous in there. I have Nebulous right here, but Angelic is not comparable to Nebulous at all. Angelic is 100% separate. Angelic is elegant and refined, and it seeks aesthetic approval. Decadence doesn't seek that approval. It's deliberately insular. So this is where many collectors are going to see it as quiet rather than selective, I think. And I think that's a pretty good breakdown of everything that I took away from Decadence. I think it's definitely worth the price if you're a serious collector. If you were just buying your first Boadicea bottle and you're just trying to flex, do not buy this bottle. Okay, you're missing the point. You're not gonna. People will think you're an idiot. Okay, if you are buying it, you bought it. You have bought an amazing art piece and an amazing product, but there's literally no reason to do that. Now, if you are buying this as a serious collector, it's 100% worth the $1,850. It's not. It's one of my favorite fragrances, I think, overall by the house. And I think if you're just doing it for a standalone flex, you're really just missing the point. But if you own Blue Sapphire Supercharged, like the ones I talked about, Noble, Nebulous, if you own Opulence, that's another one. And this is really a soft counterbalance to all those. Decadence really does become necessary at the end of the day for your collection if you really want it for that state. But that's the gist of everything. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments.